Hello, welcome to our introduction for our CSE 510 collaborative search bot. My name is Joe Jallo, and I'm speaking to represent the group comprised of myself, Alexa Wellington, Yifan Guo, and Muchen Zhang. And what we're going to do right now is show off each of our three use cases to prove that the bot works without the API connected to Stack Exchange. So I've got my first query in a private chat with me and CSBot, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit enter, and the bot is going to be like, hey, you put in a properly formatted request. It's going to return the BQ, best question, and the best answer, which is read the manual. Now, we are going to demonstrate that each of these return formats works in the private chat, but they all work in the public setting as well. It's just for cutting out redundancy, really. So we're going to search for best question, all answers now, and you'll see that CSBot shows that there are 3 answers to this question, and they're all equally unhelpful. Finally, we're going to demonstrate that we can return best question, all answers, and comments on those answers. And only one of these answers has a comment, or has comments on it, because it gets really tedious. But if we input that, then it will return the comments on the first answer, and then the rest of them don't have any. And now we're going to demonstrate what happens in terms of alternate flow. And if we enter a return format, which is invalid, as BQBs should obviously be, it's going to tell us that we have an invalid return format and it's not going to work. So basically, put in the right return format. So it's error handling in a conversational setting. So moving forward into use case 2, we're now all going to be in a bot channel, and I'm going to start a public search. So I do that by addressing CSBot in the public channel and starting a search with the same parameters I did before. And just for the sake of it, we're going to do BQBA, so best question, best answer, because it's the most succinct response. Now when I do this, 20 seconds are going to begin to count down, and each person, the rest of the group is here with me, and they're all going to type accept, because in this use case we only account for accepting. And now we're going to wait for 20 seconds to run out. And okay, voting time expired. So it shows the same thing: how to data bind buttons in Knockout, best answer, read the manual. Now we're going to show an alternative flow where I'm going to input the same query, but nobody is going to vote on it. And that's going to throw an error as well, suggesting that the person do a private query, because if nobody's going to vote, there's no point in doing a collaborative search. So I'm going to put that in, and we're going to wait 20 seconds. Alright, voting time expired. It just went ahead and did it for me, because if nobody votes, it's basically the same result. So it assumes that you know what you're doing. Now finally, we're going to show use case 3, which is an example of how people can modify the flow, or the search queries on the fly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this request to the chat, and 2 people are going to accept it, and 1 person is going to modify the query. That will have the result of resetting and starting a new vote for the query, and then everybody will accept the revised query, including myself, and then it will push that revised query to our mock object and return it. So here we go. So when we do that, We get multiple accepts, but we have one reject, and there's the modified query. And well, so Knockout.js is a little bit more specific, so we're all going to accept that answer. Except I need to remember to type. I have really fat fingers. So we got 3 accepts, and it returns the right answer just in time. So that would be a demonstration of the primary flow. But if I enter in this thing and I try and search for this again, and someone else tries to start up another search while I'm doing that, well, that's not good, because all of a sudden we've got lots of different variables and votes, and who knows what you're voting on anymore. So I'm going to push a search, and Alexa is going to try and do a search while I'm searching. And that's not going to work, and it's going to throw an error. So just watch. Yep. So I did it first, then she did it, and it tells you that you can't start a new discussion now, and in about 20 seconds it's going to return the answer to the first question, because nobody's going to vote. In any event, that details all of the functionality for our use cases. We hope to get it working with the Stack Exchange API in our next project step, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much.